So during the summer, I got to travel to Mexico, and I thought it would be a good idea to use my experience as one of the assignments because one of the assignments said what was my cultural experience, like differences in like lifestyle and just everything in general. And so personally, I thought there was more differences than similarities because it is a whole new continent that you're traveling to, and there's just different types of people and just it's just different. So, one of the main differences that I noticed was as opposed to here in the US, people have most people have washing machines and dryers, and if people who don't, then they can simply go to a laundromat. There are laundromats here like everywhere. So, um, and as opposed to Mexico where people don't really have washers, or dryers. And if people do, it's usually just the washer, not the dryer. And that is just because of the hot climate over there. So, what most people have are fregaderos, which is like kind of where you wash your dishes, but it's all flat. Like it's like this high, and it's just big bumps. So you literally will just grab your clothing, you will wet it, you would put soap and just like scrub it down, and then how we have dryers over there, they just hang it up. So, most people, almost all people have azoteas, which is literally just the roof, and that is where they hang their clothes. So, one big difference that I thought impacted them was how, for us, let's say we're gonna go out and we're like, oh, I want to wear this dress, but it's dirty. Pop it in the dryer, washer. It's done in an hour and 30 minutes or so. Over there, you have limited options. Let's say you want to wear a dress, it's dirty, but it's 5 p.m. It's already too late. The sun is already going down. You can't. It's not going to be enough time to dry it. So, if you want to wash something, you have to know what you're going to wear that day. Like, you have to have your whole day planned out. And the thing with Mexico is that everything is sudden. You make your mind up, like, oh, let's go out. Literally, when you're about to go out. Like, it's not that you have it planned. Nobody plans their day in Mexico. So, that's why people usually wake up at 5 in the morning to clean the house, have everything clean, and then they have the whole rest of the day to go out because there's so much to do. Now, another difference that I saw was showering. So, here you can shower any time of the day. You have warm water all day. Over there, most people don't. So, people who are lucky will have boilers, and even though you have a boiler, you only have warm water in the morning. If you don't, like my grandma, you have to grab a big bucket, like a big pot, and you have to boil water. So, and then you have to grab like a cup, and you have to grab the warm water and add cold water as you shower and just dump it on yourself, which just makes the shower so much longer. And that's why most people over there don't really have long hair because it is harder to maintain, which is the main thing that just shocked me. Like right away, everyone was like, "Oh my God, your hair is so long," and it's just, I mean, I just have long hair. So that was another difference that I saw. Another thing was how much people get paid. So I was just amused, like not amused, but like I was just like in shock at how what people here make in a third of an hour, like in an hour, is what people over there make in a week. Over there, people make 300, 400 pesos a week if you're lucky. And 400 pesos is 20 bucks, $20. So it's like, but then again, over there, food and everything is a lot cheaper. For example, but I mean, for me to grab money from here and to exchange it over there, it just is worth a lot more. You can buy a lot more things. You could go out and you could get a burger, fries, and a drink for 50 pesos, which is literally $2.50, which is just whoa. But for them, that is a lot more money because they make less money. So to them, it's a lot of money. Um, Another thing is um, how they start working. Over here, if there's an 11-year-old, 10-year-old child working, that is child labor. That is illegal. Over there, there are little kids who do not go to school and literally just work in ranches. Some of my cousins were 10 and they had not gone to school their whole life and they were working in ranches, which is okay over there. And then another thing was how everything is more laid back over there. For example, if you're driving around Cicero and there's 10 plus people in the back of your truck and a cop passes by, they are going to stop you. Over there, we would somehow fit 17 plus people in the back and we would pass by a cop and they would say hello, good day, like they would not stop you. They are just, that is just okay. If an accident were to happen, God knows what would happen, okay? But that is just how it is over there. And another thing that I really liked over there that was just like, over here in the US, at least in Cicero, curfew is at 10. You cannot be outside if you are underage at 10. Over there, 10 is the time where most people are barely heading out to the plaza. So basically, we would head out at 10. We would get there at like 10:15 and we would stay there until 2 a.m. And then we would invite all the people that we had met up at the plaza back in front of my grandma's house, which was a cenaduria, which is basically just where you can eat. And we would stay there until 4 or 5 a.m. And this is something that you do during the week, not even Saturday, Sunday. This is during the week. And we were really out there doing that. So that was just something that was like, what? What? Another thing was, like, if it was a more normal day, my cousins would be awake at 2 a.m. and they would have to wake up at 5 to go to work in a ranch. And I was just like, how are you guys doing this? They have energy for days. Like, whoa. And lastly, another thing that I noticed was how I got to get into a club. Like, I experienced a club being underage. I'm 16 and I got into a club. They did not ask me for ID or anything. I bought drinks. Please, Miss G, do not think wrong of me. I bought drinks, I drank, but that doesn't make me a bad person. But yes, they would sell me alcohol. They would not ask me for ID. But yes, overall, my experience in Mexico was amazing. I would honestly prefer to live over there just because, yes, school is important and everything, but over there, it's like you don't really need it because you can be um, poor. You can be, you may not have as much money, but you honestly have so much fun. You don't really need that as much money because you can go out in the plaza and there's just so much to do and like you can hang out with your friends and that's enough. Well, as opposed to now, here I feel like, oh, people are like, oh, we have to go to the movies, we have to go to the Six Flags, we have to do this, that. And over there you could just be like, oh, let's just go hang out and you have so much fun. So my experience in Mexico was honestly amazing and I honestly am now thinking of going into a university over there, University of Guadalajara, and I would honestly like to move over there and live when I'm older. And yeah, that was my experience in Mexico.